Hi, my name is Koyum Adri bin Abdul Aziz. My metric number is 2210762. I want to tell you about the fishbone diagram regarding the problem that Jake encountered in his light white elephant. The first point for problem that Jake encounters is method. Method that Jake can use is nutrition. Jake can eat foods that can absorb such as aloe vera, tapai, pineapple and durian. All these foods can cause bleeding because these foods can make our body hot. Secondly, abortion pill. The Jig needs to use an abortion. This is very effective so that it is more tidy and safe. Second point for problem that Jig encounters is humiliation. Society will look askance at the Jig. This is said to be because the Jig has done a despicable thing. Vice versa, loving. If Jig does not abort the child, he will be considered honorable by society because he is a responsible person. The third point is environment. Jig needs to take care of the child perfectly. This is said so because Jig looks very poor as he has no place to live and a good job to take care of his son. Lastly for environment, love. This is said because the Jig needs to educate his son perfectly in case the father to his son does not want to be responsible for the action. The child will grow up without the love of a father.
Hi everyone, my name is Muhammad Syarul Aminuddin bin Syaruddin Shah. My metric number is 2210761. Next point is actions. Jig anxiously upon finding out her was pregnant. Jig is confused as to why she can be so relaxed that she forgets what happened to her in the past. Jig is so restless that she does not know what action to take to solve the problem she is facing. Next point is mental states. Jig suffers from emotional disturbances as a result of being pregnant herself. Jig has received various insults, especially among the surrounding community. As a result, Jig also feels sad and depressed about doing the wrong thing in order to solve the problem he is facing. Last but not least, the point is materials. Jig intends to drink excessive alcohol to spoil it. Jig also intends to take an abortion pills and feels that is an easy way to solve the problems. Lastly, the American maintains Jig that operation is the best way to get rid of the chill that is on the cheek.
If I am Jig, I will stick to my plan to keep the unwanted child. So the following are the SWOT analyses based on this decision. For the first one, as strength, this is because the child is hers. The child gives strength to mother. Mother affectively promotes positive developmental outcomes such as mood stability and regulated stress reactivity in developing youth. Jig will have strength to live happily with the child in the future. The next one is the proof of birth left between the American man and Jig. And the last one is the child as a role in creating a family. The American man will have the love when the child is born, and the child will make their love stronger. For the weaknesses, which is W, this is because Jig needs to survive alone if the American man doesn't want to keep the unwanted child. Next, Jig will have a messy life. Jig life like work or school will be affected. Furthermore, Jig needs to spend most of the time for the child, especially need to visit the doctor quite a bit more. The next one is because Jig affect mentally health. This effect will be worse if Jig lives as a single mother. The emotional side effects can be severe and complicated, such as anxiety, stress, confusion, frustration, anger, and also depression. For the third one, for the opportunities, Jig can start a new life. It can create new stories with the child and be more reliable. The man can understand Jig more often the child born. The relationship might go through some big changes after baby comes along. These changes can be good if both of them put effort in raising the child with full of love. The next one is they can learn from past. They will think more and not do something that will give negative impact in the future. So for the traits, it is because Jig will cause to survive as a single mother. And if the American man doesn't want a child, parenthood is not cheap. And as a single parent often bears all of the financial responsibilities, and Jig needs to survive alone to live by herself. The next one is because of bad social judgment. Jig will experience a toxic environment dynamic because some people cannot accept the unwanted child. Jig might feel frustrated or annoyance. Instead, more interaction might cause significant emotional distress. And the last one, hard to gain trust from family. If Jig family also cannot accept the child, it is hard for Jig to stay good in good family relationship.